Hi everyone, this is Tammy from Perfect Pendants Plus. Here with you today, giving you a little information on how to make jewelry pendants. I've had a lot of people over the years ask, what paper do you use? What kind of photograph? And all of that. So I want to just kind of break it down a little bit and show everybody how super easy it is to make. So the first thing is you need to get an image or something that you want to put into your trays. Here are just a small selection of the trays that I offer. These all happen to be 1 inch, which equals 25 millimeters in the jewelry making world. So everything is measured in millimeters. So we have things with rhinestone edge. We have multiple colors. This is antique gold. This is rose gold. A few different antique silvers, bronze, all kinds of fun things for you to play with. So once you've decided on your tray and you're like, okay, this is the one I'm going to use today, which kind of has that bottle cap look. We also have another one that has a true flattened bottle cap look to it. I'm gonna choose this one. Then you need to decide what are you gonna put inside. And it's literally endless of all the fun things that you can put inside your pendant. Sometimes I love to use just old pieces of scrapbook paper. Find fun little pieces like that. Perhaps you could even print on this, maybe an initial or have a fun saying. You can use that. But what we're going to use today is have these great bottle cap images that I got online on Etsy, and I'll share the link with you afterwards. And I just printed them out onto 4x6 photo paper. Now, when I print my images, I always use a laser printer. That way, I don't have to worry about any of the ink bleeding. I know the colors are gonna be true and they're gonna have a nice crisp look to them. So I use my my laser color printer, and I like to use this photo paper. It's Canon, it's semi-gloss, so you don't get it too shiny, but it's not really super matte. So this is the one that I suggest here. If all you have is an inkjet printer, that is totally fine. You can also use your inkjet printer. If you are going to be using paper that you're not sure how it was printed, you're going to want to treat your paper just to make sure, number one, that your adhesive isn't going to seep through, and number two, that your ink will not bleed. Even some of the photographs that you get printed at a Walgreens or whatnot still will bleed. So what you're going to do then is, before you put anything together, you're going to want to use what we call microglaze. Microglaze is a thick consistency product. It actually kind of feels like a chapstick. And what you do is you just rub it into the paper on the front and on the back. And you would do this after you had already printed it. And then you're gonna get a clean cloth. I like to use one that, like an old glasses cloth. And then I'm just gonna wipe that off, and you wanna wipe it completely off. And what you did right there, that's it, simple. You've sealed your paper, so nothing will seep through it all. So this paper would be ready to go to put into my pendant. That's how easy that is. But we're gonna go back here and we're gonna use these images right here. Love these cute little sayings. And we're gonna be using some of our glass cabochons. What I love about our glass is it's when you get it in the mail, it's actually packaged in twos, back to back, to prevent scratching. I know a lot of other companies will throw maybe 10 or 20 into a bag and then seal that up, and then sometimes it comes a little damaged. So you get 2 in a pack. And then all you're gonna do after that is you're gonna say, okay, which image do I like best? So I'm gonna go ahead and do this I am brave, fearless, and strong. And here you're going to take, this is our glossy accents. This is a clear dimensional glue that dries crystal clear and perfect for your photos to be able to really show through without any type of haziness or whatnot. And what you do is you're gonna take just a small little bit here, and you're also gonna put a small little bit on here. Take your cabochon, whoopsies, that's okay, and you're just gonna go around and around and around like that, Just making sure you have a nice seal. You don't want to put too much on it because it's going to ooze out the side. If that happens, no worries. Once it's set up, you can take a wet cloth and wipe that all away. So that one is all set, ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is just set it aside because it does have to dry completely, and that usually takes about 2 to 3 hours. I have this one here that I already have my cabochon on. It's all ready to go. At this point, we're going to take our scissors. Another question I always get is, well, I need a paper punch that's perfectly sized so I can punch these out. You really don't. All you need to do is put your cabochon down, and then you're gonna take your scissors, and then you just trim right around the edge like so, as close as possible. And it's nice because that cabochon gives you a nice edge for you to rest your scissors next to, so it's super easy to cut. Now, if you see real close here, it's not perfect, but if I want to fix that, what you can do is just take some fine sandpaper. This is a sanding block, and you can just kind of rub around the edges a little bit if there's still some paper that, so it's not going to fit nicely into the tray. So sometimes you have to just do that. Okay, looking good. He is ready to go. So we're going to slide this all aside here. Now we're going to pick our cabochon. Our pendant setting. We picked this one. And you're going to use that same glossy accents, and you're just going to put a little bit into the middle of the tray, and then you want to make sure that it spreads around. So I'm not squeezing anymore when I'm doing this. I have that already squeezed in the middle, and I'm just using that tip kind of as an applicator and getting it all around the outside edge. Then you're going to take your image that you have your cabochon on, and then you're going to lay that into your tray like so, giving it a nice little touch and squeeze in there. Notice again, I've got a little bit of the oozing going on there. No worries, just take that cloth and wipe it off. And you are good to go. Oops, a little bit more here. And then you're gonna let that set. I let it set 24 hours just to make sure that it's perfectly dry. And then you are ready to go ahead and wear that or put it in whatever type of medium that you're going to be using, maybe as a gift. Here's a nice example using that same artist's images. Turn this into a really cute keychain. And we sell all of these products in our store, the keychains, the pendants. Here is another one of our charms. This is used as a wedding bouquet charm, and it's actually double-sided, so we have the image on the one side, and then you're always with me, a nice little saying on the other, and that's very simple to do as well. Here we've made a necklace out of it, this little puppy, and it says forever in my heart, and we added a ribbon bail on it, and then we have these charms available as well. Makes a great gift. And one more example here. These are very popular for that special someone that's getting married and they might be missing their dad or a family member as they walk down the aisle. And this is just a great memento that they can pin to their wedding bouquet as a keepsake. So this already has the image in it. We sell the little charms on the side. And that's all there is to that. So again, super easy. Pick your pendant, pick your image, adhere the image to the back of the glass, let it dry, put it in your tray, and you are ready to go. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned to more videos. Visit me at Perfect Pendants Plus on Etsy. Thank you.